This one, it don't turn into a season of exposing because every single attempt someone makes to take Miriam down, Miriam makes two of those attempts to recover her stand. And right now, it is beginning to be evident that Olori Miriam might tell people that she's not fighting, but the woman is silently fighting. Because coming out now to call out Olori Aderonke and start spilling out secrets that people don't know about, it's one of the most hilarious things we have ever seen in the history of all of this Olori. Because right now we feel like each one of them is fighting for the person's self in the palace. Each one of them is fighting to remain relevant in the palace. But the whole matter is very different with Miriam. Miriam is taking different strategies. She's taking different stands, and at the same time, she's doing a whole lot of things that are coming off up a big off in this whole matter. So you'll be wondering what has happened. So what has happened is, in the midst of this chaos in the palace, Miriam has done something that is beginning, everybody is beginning to wonder what exactly is wrong with Miriam. Because right now, each Olori is trying to be in the good book. Yes, we get that. Everybody, if anybody in the palace knows your secret, then your heart should be beating very, very fast, because all of them are trying so hard to be in the good book. Yes, and all of them would want a place back into the palace in the midst of this whole chaos and every single thing that has, prompted them to be out of the palace. Like Naomi would say, it is not her fault that all of them have become internally displaced out of the palace. And right now, as the matter is going, you would technically understand that these women are using every single thing at their disposal to be in the limelight. Reason being that they might find favor in the sight of the Oni, but this very one that Olori Miriam has done, is it worth finding favor in the sight of anyone? So it is no news. It is no news that Olori Miriam keeps using Olori Aderonke to her advantage. Yes, that's what we know. And it is, there was a time that Olori Miriam came out to defend Olori Elizabeth, because Olori Elizabeth was defending Olori Naomi from Olori Aderonke. And the defending cycle continued, and shortly after some time we heard how Miriam got angry because Ronke was not backing off, and then she was there to defend Elizabeth. And she boasted out. When she boasted out, she started telling people of how Olori Aderonke is far, far older than the Oni, despite them. She convinced the Oni that she was older than him for just a year or two, but it is a lie. And then she had proof. She was ready to bring out Olori Aderonke's birth certificate, and then every other thing that was needed as proof to the fact that she is quite older than the Oni. And then Olori Aderonke was quite left in shock. Yes, she was seriously left in shock because she was not expecting such an utterance from Miriam. So technically it became a proof that Miriam is not worth knowing anybody's secret in the palace. Neither is she knowing anybody's is she worth knowing anything that concerns anyone at all, because the end of it is something you would not like, because she might not be able to keep it. Yeah, because she might not be able to keep it. She will definitely spill it out at every single given advantage to achieve whatsoever it is she wants to achieve. And right now, no, this is the same person that Olori Aderonke is not scared of. Olori Aderonke has chosen to live around with, keep as a friend. There was some time like that Ronke even had to stay away from this woman simply because of the exposure and a lot of things that were coming out from her. She was just being too vocal. She was not giving her the chance to be that person that she's all to be. Every small secret like this, Miriam don't cast them. Every small secret, Miriam don't cast them. And right now, no, Miriam is out again, spilling it on Olori Aderonke. The fact that Ronke is ready to, even if she leaves the palace, she doesn't have an issue because she's already planning marriage or something with another person. And then everybody was like, all the Oni's wives, Toby left the palace because she felt the Oni was not being romantic enough. That was the reason why Toby left the palace. And when Toby asked the Oni that she would want to leave, funny enough, the Oni being a king and apparently someone who would want to hold all his wives intact, hold that stream of respect, be like every single thing just being there. He did not say anything. He just said, "Okay, you can go." And then when Toby left, we were hearing rumors of her romantic relationship, marriage, and all of those things. But later on, Toby still returned back into the palace because this same man, she said, was not romantic enough, was still the same man she could return back to. And then right now, Olori Miriam is telling us that Ronke is at the verge that if it doesn't work out for her in the palace, she's picking up a new marriage ASAP. And the question is, how does these women find their suitors right under their own roof? Olori Naomi, when she conceived the idea of getting involved with someone, it was after she had left the palace for about a year plus. She was completely out of the palace about a year plus when such an idea crossed her mind, and she conceived it. And it was technically Olori Naomi living her life because she was already out of the palace. And even at this point, she did not get involved. She came to ask for permission from the Oni, and the permission was her getting a divorce so that she could go on and live her life. But the Oni never granted that request. The request turned into a court meetings, elders involved, prominent men, the women of Ile-Ife, everybody got involved on the matter. So why is it that Naomi keeps doing things the right way, then these women keep pulling stones up and down every single day, from one stunt to another, from one stunt to another, and then subsequently it beginning to be like a child's play. Yes, it's gradually beginning to be like a child's play, because as it is right now, nothing it's beginning to be a joke. Yes, nothing is beginning to be a joke. Every single thing happening in the palace is so real. Everything happening in the palace is so real. And no matter what happens between these women, no matter what exists in the picture, know that they are fully aware of every single thing they are doing. Yes, these women are fully aware of every single thing they are doing. So you cannot just wake up today and then say that it was an error or something. But the path we are not finding necessary is a path where Miriam is coming out to tell us the secrets of Olori Aderonke. Yeah, we know it's something she has done over time. It is something she has always done, not just done over time. It is something she has always done. It is something she has always put up. So this one no be news, no be any single thing again. So right now, Nona, so the matter it come take be, and as long as this matter continues, as long as this matter keeps pulling down, as long as this matter keeps elongating, you would definitely know that these women will stop at nothing. That's how they will still coming at each other. They will keep doing whatsoever it is that they feel they can do that is right for themselves.